I guess this is the only degree I'll ever be getting. Not only did I not get a high school graduation, but I will also not be getting a college graduation. So I guess I'm just not getting a graduation this lifetime in general. But I spent 80 bucks on this and never got to use it, so I'm making use of it now. Hi guys, it's Dustin. We are back doing another chatty video. So I dropped out of college. I feel like this is something that people on social media, YouTubers, they don't really talk about. They kind of just do it and then keep it pushing, move on, and act like nothing ever happened. But I wanted to talk about it. As we know, I do tend to talk a lot and I overshare a lot on the internet. Growing up watching YouTubers, I always wanted people to talk about why they decided to leave college or the insights, like their process, and them just talking about the topic in general. I don't really know why YouTubers don't talk about it. They kind of just act like nothing happened as if they never went to school in the first place when their life has taken a full 360. Maybe I'm just nosy and just want all the little details, but like no one ever delivers. So I'm delivering today. For myself, for my past self. So here's a little background for those of you guys who are not caught up. I started my first year of college this past year. I decided to go to community college because of the pandemic. My first semester of college wasn't amazing. It wasn't completely horrible, but it just wasn't good. I feel like it was just a lot of busy work and a lot of time spent by myself because everything's online. I actually did not have a single Zoom call throughout the entire semester. The only Zoom call that I ever had was on the very last day when we decided to have a discussion about what we've been learning in the class in general. But other than that, I did not see a single face. I did not talk to anybody. I didn't have any Zoom calls, which was kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Zoom calls would have been fucking annoying, but I never got that social interaction, and just the whole college experience I was not really experiencing. Granted, it is community college as well, so I wouldn't have experienced the real college experience anyways. Sometimes I do think about whether or not I would have stayed in school if I got the real college experience, and maybe it would have been more fun and I would have enjoyed it more. But also, I shouldn't be going solely for the social aspect because that's not the point of college. I don't want to spend all that money just to have friends. I was an undeclared major, but also with my goals, they don't require college for me to achieve them. And I feel like I was just wasting my time in there because I didn't have a major I was studying and focused on and knowing I was working towards. I felt like I was kind of just floating and doing all this random work and I didn't want to be there. So I decided to take a gap semester so I can focus on my YouTube full time and my aspirations and just have more time for myself and to enjoy life. And bada bing, bada boom, as we all expected, it's gonna be a lot longer than just a gap semester. I feel like that's very much so the stereotype. If you decide to take a gap or a break from school, you're not gonna go back. You might go back. Just I didn't. I did announce the gap semester in a previous vlog, and in that vlog, I did kind of joke around being like, let's see if I actually go back. Well, let's see. Surprise. Oh my god, we're all shocked. We could not see that coming. You're not going back to college? Oh my god. Yeah, y'all knew. So I kind of wanted to officially announce that I am not going back to school anytime soon. I'm a college dropout, I guess, which is very weird for me to say because it's very out of character for me. So I grew up very studious. I was very ambitious. I got good grades. I grew up thinking I was gonna go to college, so I worked super hard for it. Just for all that hard work to go down the drain. But you know, it's okay. Built character, I guess, and work ethic. Maybe. So for those of you asking for college vlogs and school type related videos, I apologize. I mean, I could still do it if y'all want. I could be like Schoolisha and like make school videos and pretend I just go to school or something. So time to answer questions that I feel like some of you guys would be asking. Why? To put it quite simply, I just don't want to go. And I feel like that's a good enough reason in itself. Just my whole body is just telling me I don't want to go to college. I think your intuition and gut is very important with that. Also for my career and my goals, it doesn't really require college. I've already been working towards them outside of school 4 years, school actually has not helped me at all with what I want to achieve. If anything, it has held me back a lot. Someone has suggested to me, why don't I go to school and study something in the arts or something creative like art, film, music. And for me personally, I just don't think that you have to go to school for something arts related or creative. You definitely can, and I'm sure there's so many benefits for it. But for me personally, I just don't want to do that. And I think whether or not you go to school for something in a creative field, either way, there's still chances for you to succeed or fail, especially when I've been working towards it outside of school for a very long time already, and I already have been able to get some opportunities. I have also heard from many people that if you go to art school, you tend to lose your passion because you're being told what to create and you're creating for someone else. You never have time to really create for yourself. And I also think you can master your craft and create a business outside of school. Not saying going to school for art is a totally bad idea. I just think you should weigh the pros and cons of it. Also, debt. Nah, I don't want that. Also, all that time, 4 years taken away from me, and I just never want to be that person that goes to college just to go. I know so many people go to college just to go because they have nothing else to do and they don't know what else to do. They don't have any passions. People just decide to go to college and they think they're gonna figure it out. When in reality, you are wasting thousands and thousands of dollars for something you don't even know that you want. Even some of my friends, they're in college right now and they have no idea what they're doing. They're kind of just almost using college as a way to buy time. For me personally, I am very goal-oriented, and if I am gonna go to college, I'm gonna go when I 100% know I want to go and I have a certain degree or certain job in mind that requires an education. And right now with my mindset and goals, it just does not require it, so I don't see a point in going. Also, another question that people ask, what are you gonna do instead? I don't think people realize this, but I do have a job. It's this thing right here. So I will be doing YouTube full time. And also I have other creative projects I want to do. I just want to be able to live life and enjoy my life and have fun. College is not for everyone, and I'm very tired of the expectation that society has created that all of us have to go to college. And with that, the stigma if you don't go to college. Very ironic because I used to be one of those people who would look down on others who decided not to go to college. Even community college, I used to have such negative judgments. I feel like it's because of the stigma that it has around it. Other options are available and we should be sharing those options. Graduating high school, all you think is the only option is going to college because all the staff and teachers and everyone is just telling you college, college, college. I remember they were doing a presentation to us and they were like telling us our options like trade schools, college, and then I think in like tiny text was like take a break. And then they would mention how people who take gap semesters tend not to go back, and it just had such a negative connotation to it. Students tend to forget that we are living right now and we shouldn't have to wait till we graduate and get that paper, get that degree that you probably won't use because a high percentage of people who do get their degree end up not even using their degree. Anyways, don't even get me started on how expensive college is. If it's an expected and almost required thing for all of us to go to college, it should be free. We should all have equal opportunities to go to the same schools, but we're not gonna get into that. Anyways, now that I'm done ranting about our society and college and our education system, how fucked up it is, moving on. I do want to mention college isn't totally out of the question for me. Maybe in the future, I do want to go back to college because there's something I want to study. Then obviously I'll go to school once I have the desire to go. And don't get it twisted, okay? I do think education is important, and if you know what you want to do, like you want to be a fucking doctor, obviously go to college. Education is very important. I just think the way we go about it with college could be better. I have had a few people tell me how if they took a break from school, their parents would kill them. So let's talk about how my parents reacted. My parents, my Asian parents, surprisingly took it better than I expected. Granted, when I did decide to take that gap semester, I didn't really tell them about it or ask them. I kind of just decided to do it on my own, and I did hold off on that information until it was too late to sign up for classes. So by the time they found out, it was already an official thing, so they couldn't really do anything about it anyways. But when I did tell them I wasn't gonna go back, they took it surprisingly well. I did not get my ass beat, which was very shocking. I didn't even get yelled at. It was honestly very underwhelming and nonchalant. They did have a little bit of confusion and asked questions and were like, what? But then after that, they were just like, and then walked away. in silence, which in my family just means okay. And that was kind of the whole situation with telling my parents. I did not expect it to be so easy. Maybe the universe had my back. The universe was like, we got you, Dustin. I think a part of it is because I do have a job and I have proved to them that I can be financially independent. I also am moving away and I am 19 years old, so I do take care of myself and can now make my own choices. So I guess a little bit of advice for those of you guys who are kind of in the same boat as me: have a job, have some sort of plan, like are you gonna travel? What are you gonna do? Financially, what are you gonna do? Don't just leave school without knowing what you're gonna do. I feel like that's a very bad idea and you might get lost in life. I feel like I've experienced a little bit of that post-grad crisis. The only difference is I didn't actually graduate, but I am now done with school. My life no longer has a structure. I'm no longer being told what to do. I don't have those little milestones like graduating anymore. The only milestones I have now is to get married, have kids, and then die. I remember during my gap semester, I was working and I just sat back and was like, this is what my life is gonna be for a very long time. I'm just waking up, doing what I need to do that day, working, eating, sleeping, and then repeat. To kind of explain deeper, I feel like when you're in school, you have a lot of hope for the future. You feel like you're in school, like this is not how my life is gonna be. This is like temporary. You're kind of in this grace period and you still have that excitement for your future life. But once you leave, your life and how you live it is reality, and it's almost like you finally realize, oh, like the timer has started now. The hope for the unknown future diminishes and you suddenly feel like you have to actually live your life, and it's very shocking and stressful. And also all my friends are still in school and they're super busy, they have jobs, and it just became really lonely and I never really got to see people that much. But I guess that's just kind of life. You kind of just spend a lot of time by yourself and you do work and occasionally get to see a friend. It's just very sad of how life is. I just really want to be able to live and be spontaneous and go on like adventures with friends and stuff, but I guess that's not reality because everyone has their own life and it's super busy and stuff. So it has gone a lot better though. I am moving, life is changing, excitement is happening, but definitely that loneliness is still there. And all my friends, they still have like summer school and they still have jobs. So I kind of just have all this free time to myself. I will hopefully figure that out. I did recently sign up for therapy and I just got assigned my therapist last night. Can't wait to grow and work on that mental health. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm in a very transitional stage of my life right now. So much change is happening. I'm moving, I've been apartment hunting, I've been trying to enjoy my last summer home. It's just crazy right now. There's just a lot going on. I'm very busy, but also it's also very exciting. I hope you guys will stick around. Bye. Oh my god, I'm sweating so bad, like my armpits. Are we singing the outro song right now? Yeah? Okay. Was this something I said? Oh, fuck.